something like this so you can control it. So that's why we brought the herbs in today. If anybody wants to plant a little herb garden, we've also got some strawberries, I think, and we've got the little pansies outside too. So I had a lovely lady in this morning who was kind enough to enlighten me about onions because I don't grow onions. But she said that if you fill this up with your soil, if you fill this up with your soil, and then you planted your onions, of course, they're just like a tulip bulb, right? I'll take one of those and pass it around, thanks. They're just like a tulip bulb. So you would always put the roots down and the little stemmy thing up. And she said she only puts hers down about 2 inches. But you need to remember that with the onions, they're going to end up being like this size. So you probably would want bigger. But I don't know if I like the idea of that because they're going to take up space, but they're only going to be really in the top. I think one of those ones that were shorter would be better for that we don't have in yet, one of the round ones, because that way the roots can go down sufficiently, but you're not wasting all that soil, to fill up the height of it. So I would think more those would be a better idea for that.
Can you start seeds in there?
Yes. Anything that you want to control what goes in the pot, these are great for. And potatoes. I did potatoes one year in the biggest one, and I just put in 3 red potatoes because I love the baby red potatoes. And then I could just, at the end of when I was ready to harvest, all you do is dump it out. No digging, no damaging the potatoes, because you just turn it over and dump it out, and you've got your potatoes. So we got the potatoes, we've got this.
I was thinking about one of those with tomato plants too.
Perfect. Yeah, perfect. So, I'm trying to think what else, because you love that's like an expensive, like a family thing or something you pay a lot of money for. These are great liners to put in between your soil and your pot. And then if you need to, they also make a strong statement for when you want to repot something. You take it out of the pot, you take it out, you fill the larger one, put your pot back in, and put it back in the larger pot. So simple. It makes things so easy.
So you have soil, if you put it in your
Right.
You fill that the regular way, then you put in other layers of soil, or just straight in?
Nope. You use this this is it. This is what holds your soil in your plant, so that you're not putting the dirt in contact with the pot.
You just make sure that pot has drainage.
Yep. And it's a good idea with your pots, if you have time to. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. Is to clean the pots at the end of the year. Not these, but like any ceramic or plastic pot, because sometimes I can't think of the name of it. There's different bacteria and stuff that grow that can be harmful. And if you just do that bleach water spray, and then rinse it out good, let them dry thoroughly. That's the biggest thing, is to let them dry thoroughly. And then you don't have to worry about that. You've taken care of it. All right?
I'm not a planner, but you could bring that in with the frost.
Hailstorm!
Hailstorm! With all the freezing we're having right now, you could start bringing it in.
Because it's such a weird spring. I'm afraid I'm going to put my things out and have to bring them all back in again.
Yeah, and that would be late enough to do.
Yeah.
As long as you remember.
As long as you remember.
That's our part.
That's why I brought this in, so you could see what I'm talking about. You got your plant in here, because we didn't get our big ceramic pots yet. We're going to be getting some big ceramic pots. Okay? And that just works like a charm.
So would you want to put rocks on the bottom if it was a big, and you wanted it up higher? I mean, if you didn't want that to go all the way down.
Yes, if it's going to go down too far, you're going to fill something in with. You can do branches, rocks, whatever you want.
No chunks.
Yes. So I would stick with something light, because if you have to move the thing, right, and it's full of rocks, that's.
Well, I'm just thinking, you might not move the container, you might just want to move that.
Yes. Perfect. Yeah, you're right. Ron and I were thinking that.
Right.
Lots of rocks. Excuse me? I'm doing my best up here.
Not you.
Ladies, a box of rocks. Oh. Okay, and I'm trying to think, I wanted to share one thing with you. There's always lots of things that you can grow with. I tend to grow with all organic things because that's a master gardener. Miracle Grow now does have an organic potting mix, and it does have things in it to feed. I have not looked at the ingredients to tell you what that is because I don't use this. I only use my compost. I usually come here and get a couple of the big bags of the compost and manure mix and mix that into my garden. But mostly it's my compost, and I also make a homemade fertilizer that I use on everything, and it's wonderful. It's equal parts of wood ash and used coffee grounds. The only thing you have to purchase would be bone meal. So half the first two are the same amount, and then you put your bone meal in at half the amount of the first two. So if you did a cup of ash, a cup of coffee grounds, you would do a half a cup of bone meal and mix it all in, and that'll give you 10-10-10, which works on everything. There's nothing you can't, use it for. So that's just a little tip from me. But I think I covered everything. Does anybody have any questions about using these, or?
You say wood ash, but that would be like when I take out the wood stove?
Yes.
Take that.
No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't do
Oh my
it.
gosh, yeah.
Yeah, you got an ending, right? The never-ending supply.
I know.
Yeah. And you can
I
always,
was just asking my husband, like, can we use this in the yard or
Is it?
something?
Oh, yeah.
that's good to
I
know.
had a crop of beans one year that went out in the garden to eat in the morning, and they were all done, so we fell in the tree.
Rotten
Then I learned
things.
to use potash or use wood ash of some sort and sprinkle it around your area. They won't
And
go near
that
it.
did
I think
it.
it burns your little feet or something.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Any kind of wood ash,
For what I have.
Yeah.
sprinkle, cutworms.
For cutworms. And they'll destroy a whole garden overnight. It's terrible.
That's great.
It
Thank
looked
you
like
for
the
sharing
lumberjack
that.
came in and just whacked everything off at the bottom. What they do is they knock them down and the other little babies come in and they eat off the tops of them. Yeah, I learned that about 30 years ago when I was.
Wow.
Pardon me?
How does the wood ash work?
I think it burns their feet so they can't get to the plant. Keeps them away.
And they might not like the scent of it too. That could have something to do with it.
Just like
It may. Some
It
critters like that don't
it
breathe
cer-
through
it
their
certainly,
face.
it certainly works.
They
Whatever it
breathe
does,
through
it
pores
works.
in their skin. So if they're crawling over something that's ashy, it may be causing them to not be able to breathe as well.
They will not go near.
Good idea. And if you don't have a place to get wood ash from, you can always just purchase potash. It's the same thing.
How
Okay.
fine does it have to be, just regular ashes?
I throw it in mine. There can be pieces of wood still in there. Yeah, I just mix it up. I take out the big chunks if I need to.
And what about the bone meal, is there any,
Bless you.
anything
Thank you.
to look at when you're purchasing bone meal?
I don't think so. That's pretty cut and dried. I use the kind that they have here, which I think might be. It's not Osmocote. They've got a.
So you don't use organic bone meal?
It is organic that's here. It's not Osmocote. It's I lost it. It's in bags. It's right in the back.
Want me to go look real quick?
Espoma. Espoma, I think it is. Espoma. Because I can't imagine how bone meal would get not natural. It's just ground up.
Whatever it was fed.
Yeah, that's the only,
It
so you would have to
go
be,
in the bones if there was heavy metals or things
Right.
like that, they would go into
Right.
the bones. But the reason is there's bone meal that you consume, and then there's bone meal that you put in your plants. There's bone meal is a.
I've seen I've seen human grade, what they call human grade, but I don't think you would use that for your garden. I think